Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hey Allie, how you doing? I'm outside. Guys, so if you hear like background noise, the kids are playing basketball. And I'm gonna be honest with you, some of them is cussing up a storm. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hey Ladira, how you doing? Sin, how you doing? Tiffany, how you doing? All right, we're at 30. Hey guys, I just wanted to do a transit check, see where you guys were at, what you guys wanted to talk about. I wanted to do a transit check in with you guys. So a few topics I wrote down, outside. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm about to check in. Just want to let all this noise. I don't know how I feel about this noise. Alright, let's see. Alright, they're about to leave. Alright, so I wanted to do a transit check with everybody. See everybody, where everybody's at. Check in with y'all. See how y'all been feeling. Happy Saturday. And I wrote some notes down too. Hi Ashley, how you doing? I wrote some notes down. Can you guys hear me clearly? Because it's a little noisy in the background. And if it's noisy, I'll just redo this. Everything's good? Alright, cool. I told y'all the kids is playing basketball in the back, so they could be cussing up a storm. So I wanted to do a transit check. Transit check. So important transits right now. We have the Cazimi with the Sun and Jupiter. So Cazimi is in the orbit of the Sun. Alright guys, thank you. Cazimi is in the orbit of the Sun. So planets that are in the orbit of the Sun, the identity. So it's in Taurus. So Jupiter and Taurus energy. So guys, where did we have spontaneous trips today? Teachings, group outings, indulgences, big payments today. Today's a romantic and a sensual day as well. So why was today a day about relationships, commitment, this weekend, spending time with the lover, spending time with family, really extending yourself to your loved ones. And also, where is Taurus in your chart? So Taurus is in my 10th house. Where's Taurus in your house? In your natal chart? That's where this Cazimi is happening. Sun conjunct Jupiter. So look to see where Taurus is in your house, in your chart. Is Taurus in your first house? That could be the basis of today, being focused on your identity, your sense of direction. Is Taurus in your fourth house? That could be in the basis of why it's in the home front, why we're in our fields today, why we need to work on stabilizing our emotional well-being. Also, why are we doing first time things today, things we haven't done in a long time? All in cardinal houses. 7th house, relationships. 10th house, career. So it's in my 10th house. So that's why I was like, let me do a video. I'm a sun at 28 degrees in Scorpio. So I was like, oh shit, let me just work with the transits. Let me get into the vibe. And that's the thing too. You're going to get the most out of the energy, most out of anything in astrology by working with the transits. Your natal chart is what you already are, what you already own, who you already have become, who you already are, will become. But the transits now let you know how you can play, work with the world, work with the energy, build your energy. That's why you'll see certain placements do on the physical level better than other placements, even though we have the same placements. Why are you building more, creating more? They're working with the transits. They're working with the energy. Taurus isn't in my chart. Now, all signs are in your chart. So all of them are in your chart. Maybe you don't have planets in those signs, but all signs are in your chart. Now, if you use Placidus, Placidus can give you intercepted houses. So with Placidus, let's say you have a rising sign that's later in the 20s and up, or earlier, 0 to like 5, 0 to like 10. You could have intercepted houses where it looks like some of your houses are swallowed up. You don't have a house. But all signs you have all signs in your chart. I use whole signs just so it's cleaner. So it's like clear. With whole signs, all the signs are all the planets will be in one sign, in one house. With Placidus, the difference with Placidus is that it starts your houses by the degree. So let's say you have your rising is like at 17 degrees, right? But you have a planet that's at 15 degrees, right? And like at the same sign of your rising. So let's say you have a rising in Sagittarius, and then you have Saturn in Sagittarius in the 12th house, right? If it's at like below that degree of your rising, it'll be in your 12th house, not in your first house. But if you do whole signs, it'll be in all planets will be in one house. So it'll be in your first house. When I look at my chart in both whole and Placidus, they are both so accurate. Yep, they will be accurate. And just to cancel all of them out, use degrees. Like example, let me give you an example right now, right? To cancel out houses, everything, use degrees. Right now, the sun is at 28 degrees in Taurus. If you have a planet within 5 degrees of 28 in Taurus or in fixed, this is a personal aspect to you. But let's say you have 0 degrees or 1 degree in Taurus. This is not going to be as personal to you. This was more sensitive to you at the beginning of the season. Right now it's for the later fixed degrees, later fixed signs, later degrees. So the signs who have 20 degrees and up and fixed and in Taurus, this is an important week for you. This is an important day for you. Degrees too will work. So if you have degrees as well, within 20 and up right now on the sun, this will aspect you as well. And how does it aspect you? Does it square? Does it sextile? Does it trine? And you could do that with every day. The degrees. You could do that also with every season. So let's say every month. Look at the sign of the month. So Taurus. We're in Taurus season. How does Taurus aspect you personally? Do you have anything in fixed for this to be an important month for you? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. That's going to be important. How does Taurus aspect you? Does it sextile, trine, square? To let you know if this is your season, if this is your month. Because every month is not going to be your month. Every year is not going to be your year. Well, the year that you feel like should be your year. So if you already have an idea that a month is going to square you, oppose you, you could already prepare for this month may not being the most comfortable month for you. Let's say you're a water energy and you're coming into air. You already know this season could be a little tricky for you. If you're a fire energy coming into earth, you might feel like this energy is a little tricky for you these months. It'll help you out a lot. And just knowing like when you need to get on the court and when you just need to be on the bench. Taurus is around my descendant. Scorpio rising here. First house. So this Cazimi is happening in your first house. Want to change? Why are you thinking about changing your look right now? Rebranding. Why are you trying to do first time things this week? Invest in things you haven't invested in. You bought some new things that you haven't really bought in some time, or you want to start saving up for certain things. It's in your first house. Cardinal houses, 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th. If you have Taurus in these houses, you're doing something within this week that you haven't done in a long time, a first time, new beginning. So fixed risings, important week. If you have a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius rising, this is an important week for you. You're paying some bills, you're getting paid, you're starting some new projects. Important week for the fixed risings. Now with this moon right now, the moon is in Cardinal, Libra. So right now, for the next 2.5 days, it will be important for the Cardinals. Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. Important week for you guys. Important weekend. So Cardinals, you are also connected to this with doing things on the home front. Emotional. With the fixed, it's identity. With Cardinals, we're on the home front. Now it's in Libra energy. So with Cardinals, where do you feel like you have to be on your best behavior this week? Be conscious of your social surroundings this week, this weekend. Be able to negotiate, barter. Wise emails important this week. Sending out applications this weekend. Cardinals. Inside the 8th house receives a penetration to guide someone for their weight loss. Scorpio rising, Libra sun. This has been tearing my cardinal. Frustrating weekend already. Yeah, the weekend. I spoke about this yesterday. So the weekend came into like a Mars influence. So what we got going on right now, we have Mars conjunct the North Node in close degrees. We have Mars conjunct the North Node in close degrees. We have Moon oppose Mars. We also have a Scorpio moon coming in the next few days after this moon. That's a lot of Mars influence. So this is going to be a weekend into, we'll say, Tuesday, where you got to mind your business. If you don't want no drama, stay away. If you don't want to, if you're not an ally to the situation, stay away. People are going to show you and expose themselves this weekend, but expose themselves. And when I really think about exposing themselves, I just think about like probably like, you know, the Diddy stuff and what's on the news. And that's what I was trying to say yesterday. Like, you might open up this conversation with your partner or with some women in your life, men in your life, where you realize, oh shit, I don't like the way you think. So if you already know that could happen this weekend, just don't go in that conversation. Just stay away from it. Especially if you don't want to come into this man versus woman theme. What side are you on? Aligning with? And I was trying to explain that yesterday too. Like, a lot of these men, these are their heroes. A lot of people look up to Diddy. Like, I'm the 90s baby, so he is the Mecca, like in certain ways. So a lot of men, from Russell Simmons, R. Kelly, all these spaces, a lot of men are watching their heroes, and maybe have already known that their heroes were creeps. But now it's publicly being known that their heroes are creeps, and how that reflects on them. And I already tried to have this conversation with my partner. I already tried, my dude already tried to have this conversation. I already seen, first thing he said, it's hard, Diddy was our hero. I was like, well, we're not even gonna go here then. You know, let's just cut this off. Let's cut this off before I get upset. So I was like, you know what, I just wanted to share with you guys too. Like, you're gonna see some, because a lot of these, like, you know, a lot of them are their heroes, especially black men. A lot of these are their heroes. First to do a lot of things. So seeing them come off as creeps just within, and just that year when Chiron moved into Aries, 2018 started. Yeah, the kids are turning up in the background. Turning up. So today is so what about new relationships? Today is a relationship day. Taurus is all about a season about love and intimacy. The thing with Taurus is, though, it's like, before I can give you or share with others, what do I got going on? What can I afford? That's why a lot of Tauruses will be afraid of connecting, because they're afraid of losing their stability, losing their fortune, losing their comforts through someone else. Scorpio. Through something else, Scorpio. And men, Taurus is like the hardest for them to commit. I believe Taurus is the hardest sign in men to commit. Because they're too comfortable to what they have, what they own, their comfort zone. Having a feeling it's not a good time to date. Saturn is hitting my 5th house. Is it fun right now? So nothing is fun right now. Saturn is hitting your 5th house. Yep. So Saturn is in Pisces hitting your 5th house. Saturn and Pisces hitting your 5th house. What it would be asking you, if Saturn is in your 5th house, Pisces, 4th house would be Aquarius. So we would be having Scorpio rising. You have a Scorpio rising? Okay. Scorpio rising, Saturn's hitting your 5th house. With Scorpio, because Scorpio energy is always, like when it comes to the signs from Libra to Scorpio and on, these signs are always about focus on other people, relationships, my one-on-ones. So platonic energy can always find themselves in some sort of companionship, relationship, intimacy. So when Saturn's hitting the 5th house, and I'm with a Scorpio rising, it's asking you more to figure out what you really want, where you need to let go of certain anxieties around fulfillment, because it's hitting your heart chakra, your 5th house. So it's hitting the basis, that heart, solar plexus. Who am I? How do I really see myself? Where do I gaslight myself? Where am I letting things go by, blindside me? Which now makes me commit wrong or relate wrong or extend myself way than I need to. Because this is a tricky rising to have for Scorpio rising. Your rising is home in Aries, which is about self. Your ascendant is self. So when you put Scorpio on the rising, your identity is others, other people. How you relate to other people, how other people support you, how you support other people. So that's platonic risings are heavy to have. You may feel like you barely can keep things for yourself. You have to work so hard to keep things for yourself since it's already home in Aries. Watch your Sagittarius video on YouTube this morning. You got hide. Oh, thank you. Aries Sun, Sagittarius, Hervia, raised on. A lot of fire. Yes, that's a lot of fire. That's one of the things too. Unorthodox women are fire dominant women, air dominant women. These are women that are like, if men can do it, women can do it. And leading my own show, walking by the beat of my own drum, and also being very threatening to men. Fire and air women can be very threatening to men, especially men who operate in toxic masculinity or just misogyny. Yep, I've been asking myself, who am I, for the last few months. It's been rough. I'm 30, so it feels like, yep. So 30, with your Saturn return, this is what I've just seen with sessions and what I've seen just throughout my own experiences. While the Saturn return is important, like from 28 to 30, but that peak year is 31. That peak year is 31 years old as you push into 32. Right after it, as the dust settles, that's when you really look at, what have I been doing? And in entirety, Saturn matures at 36 years old. Because at 36 years old, if you look in your perfection chart, you come into your first house year. And you start all over again. So Saturn matures at 36. So that's why that's like a tricky time for men. 36 to 40. Men get really tricky around that time. Like their mental health, identity crises. Saturn matures at that age. Yeah, that's why I don't think I'm getting married. That went away. I wish I'd seen it. Let me see if I can scroll. Fire. I believe that everyone can be with everyone. You can find your match. So if you're fire, no matter what this person is, they're going to need to have air to balance out your fire. So they just have to have some sort of air capacity, some sort of energy that can sextile that fire in your chart in some way in their chart. Because fire could work too. So it could be two fire energies coming together, but that's a lot of passion. That's a passionate, thrill-seeking. That's fun. But that air can balance it out better since it's a sextile. Alright, so I have some notes. Okay. So today, Cazimi, Sun conjunct Jupiter. Today's a romantic day, sensual day, extremely intimate day. How did you live larger than life today? So this might be a weekend where we're a little indulgent. I already seen how I was indulgent, how I just went out and had fun. Really fun with Taurus, resources, so financial themes. Also the moon is in Libra, so it's heavily Venus today. Work in your Venus today. Operate in your Venus energy. It's a social day because it's a social moon, so this is a moon about you and others, relatability, talking to others and bypassing. You might feel like you spoke to someone today you wouldn't even have necessarily spoke to. First time speaking to them, haven't spoke to someone in a long time. Cardinal. Now, I also want to talk about early June. So June 4th to June 6th. Important. Let's fly. Important because we're having that Gemini stellium. So Sun, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. Now, important. Where does Gemini sit in your chart? Just like when we spoke about Taurus. Where does Taurus sit in your chart? To understand the Cazimi. Since I have Taurus in the 10th, my Gemini is going to come after in the 11th. So I'm having the stellium in my 11th house. Where are you having it? Now, what are we going to look for in this house with this transit? Where do you want to learn, research more, need to research more? Where do you want to activate your inquisitiveness? I just want to know. I just want to try it. I just want to figure out how I can build more interest, just more balanced, all that base stuff. I just want to know. I need to know more here. Where do we even need therapy in this house? We need to talk about things in this house, unpack things, and really unpack our childhood perspectives, our childhood learnings in this house. I already know. In my 11th house, friends. All the time, I'm wondering who are going to be my long-term people, my tribe. Growing up, mutable. Gone through many different Gemini. So even look in your chart where your Gemini is, where you're two-faced with yourself, double-minded with yourself, trickster with yourself, or you've met tricky energy in this house. 11th house. Friends. I've been a tricky friend. I've had tricky friends. Gemini. Learning how to communicate better with friendships. I've had to learn how to communicate. I've had to find people to learn how to communicate. Travel. It's also a transit that wants to open up travel for everyone, especially just local traveling too. Like I want to go to events. I want to go to mixers. I want to create events. So this energy wants to help that as well. So where do you want to travel and do local travel? Because later this month, everyone's going to feel like they want to book a trip, or they're booking trips locally and long distance. And this is also an energy, just like I was speaking before, that's going to want to help you work on your anxiousness, where you second guess yourself, where you may need more guidance in this house. So where does Gemini sit in your chart? Now we're going to go back to another year that had, this is a part 2, or look at it as a part 2 energy to a year to these years prior. 2021 to 2022. Why was that another important year that could have felt Gemini? Friends, connections, teachings, travel, movement, therapy. So 2021 to 22, we're back as we move into 2024, 25. Even some reunions. Started a relationship in 2022 and ended 2 friendships in 2021. Yep, 2021 to 22. That was the last Gemini influence. The North Node was just coming out of Gemini, South Node in Sagittarius from 2020 to 21. We also had the Mars in Gemini. Energy also going retrograde. We're back. Jupiter's in Gemini. We also have Pluto in Aquarius to trine it. And we also have South Node in Libra to trine it. So when I seen online, when everyone's like, we outside, this is true. And for everyone right now, this year, starting this end of this month, May 24th and on, you are bound to take an unexpected trip. Bound to say by the end of the year that you went into different environments, you went out of your normal territory a few times. So literally next week, we should even see the talks about travel, talks about airlines, cruises, and remember Saturn and Neptune is in Pisces. So where it could even open up where we need to be careful as well. Yep, it's important for the mutables. So this transit is important for the air signs because we have that Pluto in Aquarius, South Node in Libra, but it's also important for the mutables, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. Especially Sagittarius and Gemini. Why do you feel like this is such an eventful, big, life-changing summer for you? Gemini and Sagittarius, why do you feel like you want to learn new things and meet new people and open up your environments, open up your surroundings? So this May, late May as we move into June, important. And then another big travel month is going to be September, October. So around September, October, more trips. Because Jupiter goes retrograde. So you guys have some trips over there. So as I think about the Virgo, this is a year where you feel like you are, especially since Saturn has moved into Pisces, where you have to be on the back burner, you have to be in the behind the scenes, can't really showcase yourself that way, Virgo. You got to get back on your P's and Q's. So right now with this transit, especially as we get into your birthday season, you want to show out. You want to take that trip that you postponed for your birthday last year. You want to not be as self-critical. You want to see yourself more clearly. So, important right now for Sagittarius, Gemini energy, air signs. But as we move into September, October, this is going to be important. Back to one air sign, Libra and Virgo. Just important themes for you. And I just want to center 2 important months as we move into September, October is for Cardinals. Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. You guys want to come into the fall with a whole new mindset. You guys are wrapping up a big season, man. Pluto's leaving Capricorn and not going back. It's going to retrograde and it's fully done. So that's another important time for, but not really for travel for Cardinals. For finally letting things go for Cardinals. Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn as we get into September. Breath of fresh air around this time as well for Cardinals. It definitely centers Libra. So it's another important birthday for you, Libra. Alright. So I just wanted to do a transit. Transit check. And also if you guys have any questions as well. If you guys have anything, any topics, anything you want to touch on. Okay, Sun is at, so transit checks. I'm looking at the current planets. Sun at 28 degrees in Taurus. In Taurus season, fixed season, always we're looking at our pocketbook, wallet, our accounts. What can I afford? Anytime you come into a fixed sign. The last time we were here, guys, was in Aquarius season. Before Aquarius season, Scorpio season. Before Scorpio season, Leo season. So Scorpio, Leo season. So this is a financial month for everybody. Financial season for everybody. Right now, since it's at 28 degrees, we're centering home. This is a household name degree, Cancer degree. Also, I've spoke about 28 degrees before. This is a public figure degree. This is a degree that I truly believe celebrities use, public figures use, the news use, because it's the energy that brings in big brands, big names, big news headlines. We're in a headline energy. So you already see what we've been in. Remember we spoke about Taurus? Energy that is relationships, commitment, overextending yourself, resources. So Taurus energy, 28 degrees. And this is also, just with the headline news, this is also Cassie's moon. Her moon is in Taurus. Another thing, another base with 28 degrees, content creators, post. That's why I jumped on. Degrees where are just because the elites are going to post too. The celebrities are going to launch. Everyone that feels like they have a product, a brand, are going to launch during 28 degrees, 29 degrees, 17 degrees, 5 degrees, Leo degrees, and household names, cardinal and critical degrees. Personal question: is the moon a good placement to have in your partner's sun, 7th house? Yep. Just answering a question real quick. Yep, the moon is a good placement to have in cardinal. The only thing with moon being in cardinal is who's going to, in a cardinal house, first, 4th, 7th, 10th, is if who's going to take lead. Can each of you take direction from each other? Also, with being in someone's cardinal house, you are a first type of relationship for them. They've never been with someone in this way. So where you guys need to work on what can be guarded. But the moon being in 7th house works well. It's attractive. You guys have a homely, familiar energy to each other. So that's a great placement in synastry. And what sign is it too? Does the moon feel comfortable there? So just answering that question. But transit check, right? My Mercury in Sagittarius. So transit check. So sun at 28 degrees. Content creators, post. This is a good energy to work in. And this is for, since it's in Taurus, especially for those who want to post products, launch maybe more things that are more visual. This is a great energy for healers. But it's products, because Taurus is things you could own, touch, tangible things. It's also a great energy for also those who want to drop visuals, things that are highly sensory, music videos, production. So this is definitely even a weekend where movies, music, but with high visual. So where it's because Taurus is going to be into colors, sounds. So it's a highly artistic energy we're in. Artistry energy we're in. Now with the moon being at 5 degrees right now, we're about to leave out Leo degree, 5 degrees. So just even for the collective. So the moon energy changes within 2 hours. So within 2 hours, the degrees are going to change on the moon. The sun, the degree is going to change every day. So with the moon is at 5 degrees right now. Within 20 minutes, it'll move into 6 degrees. It will move into 6 degrees. So when it moves into 6 degrees, we're going to move into a Virgo degree. Right now, it's at a Leo degree. So everyone just did Leo stuff in the last hour. We got pretty. Maybe we went and got our nails done, our hair done. Maybe we got some into some self-esteem stuff in the last hour, where we had to really figure out, who am I? What do I like really had to do like a heart-to-heart with self in the last hour. Why were the children very important in the last hour? So if you were centering the kids, and it is in Libra, so where you had to feel like you needed to negotiate with people, or you needed to me versus we. It's like, I want to do what I want to do. I'm happy to do what I want to do, but I also want to make sure that you are okay with what I want to do, and you are okay that I'm doing what I want to do. Because it's still in Libra, so it's still an energy that cares about other people, relatability, compatibility, but it still was 5 degrees. So in the last hour, why we needed to just center ourself, myself. Like, can I be me? Will you allow me to be me? Like, I even went through that just now. Like, the kids are at a birthday party, so that's why I'm doing the live. So I was like, I have a few minutes to do the live, and I'm here with Bae. So I'm like, let me work a little bit. Like, is that okay? I know we don't usually have free time, but let me get into, like, I'm excited. I want to share a message. He was like, all right, I'll play the game. So I was like, cool. But in the last hour, it was self. So we're going to move into literally 20 minutes from now. We're going to move into a Virgo degree. Oh, we are already in a Virgo degree, guys. So I was looking at that. We are already in a Virgo degree. So 6 minutes ago, because that's 6 minutes ago, we moved into a Virgo theme. Like, I can already see how I'm in a Virgo energy, just with being clumsy. So 6 minutes ago, we walked into a clumsy energy. So in the next hour, it gets a little clumsy. It's like we have to start organizing in the next hour, hurry up and running to a certain errand in the next hour, like right now. So any minute now, you'll feel like you have to go run and do an errand. I already know I have to go get the kids. You have to start organizing, getting things in order, being conscious of your surroundings. Maybe you started to get even, just in the last few minutes, conscious of your boundaries. Just in the last 6 minutes, your boundaries just started to feel like, oh shoot, people need to back up, things need to back up, or I need to start being conscious of what I'm about to do for the next 2 hours. 6 degrees. It just happened like no less than 10 minutes ago. Now it's all Libra from today, tomorrow. So it's all about negotiating, bargaining, how I relate to other people. How other people I care about, people I want to balance with, matter to me as I do my own thing, new things. After we leave 6 degrees, we're going to walk into 7 degrees, which is going to Libra it out. So we'll say about, what time is it right now? 6. 8, 9 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock. So come back and let me know if this makes sense. Around 8 o'clock, we'll be in a Libra. 7 degrees, Libra degree, Moon in Libra. This will be a sit down time. You really want to talk to someone else. You really got to sit down. Also, you're busy. Like around 8 p.m., everyone gets busy. Everyone has things to do. Start to work on things, future planning. We're in a cardinal. But it's you and your partnership, you and your allies. Someone might even reach out to you and explain some further planning with you, some further negotiations, projects they want to build with you. Also, this will be a time we'll ask you to play fair, be fair. What is fair to you? So around 8 o'clock, no matter what you're doing, you're getting busy. 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. I'm on the East Coast, so Eastern time zone. Right now, we're in a Virgo. So right now, we're about to start operating in a Virgo energy. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. You're in it. You're in the energy. Doesn't matter. Just, if you live in, you in it. That's why it's so important to know yourself. If you are into this, if you want to know yourself through astrology, great, because it could really help you understand who you are, but understand just the cosmos, the consciousness. Because as long as you're living, you're operating in it. So you might as well know what you're operating in. So just now, We know that let me just make sure. We know that less than 10 minutes ago, everyone in the world is operating in a Virgo way. A Virgo where boundaries are important. My sense of space is important. My sense of self-sufficiency is important as I relate to you, as I relate to someone else. So if we know the whole collective is doing that, wouldn't it be like to me, like I always tell everyone, as an astrologer, someone you come to, I have to always let you know that you can be the best person you can be. That you matter, and you can be the best person you can be. I'm gonna let you know consciously of what can be your setbacks, but I'm here to let you know that you can be the best version of yourself. So if you know that the whole world is operating within an energy for the next 2 hours, you could take that positively or you could take that negatively, but that's your PowerPoint. Like, picture someone right now who knows that everyone's operating a Virgo energy. They'll know that everyone right now is really conscious of the boundaries. So if they're a villain, they'll just do things where they overstep people's boundaries. Because they know everyone, they'll just do things where they know that they can really antagonize people within their boundaries. They'll just know that. Or they'll know that that's someone's sensitive point and how they can get over that, right? So know yourself. Know yourself and know the energy that you're working in. Because as long as you're living, you're in it. And I also believe that even when you're not living, you still, within certain transits, you still can pop back up into people who keep you alive. People who give ode to you. People who always celebrate your birthday. People who always visit you and give you homecomings every year, or however that basis there. They will keep your energy alive, and transits will help them keep your energy alive. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'm about to go. We all in a Virgo energy, right? So time's up. I gotta go get the kids from the party. So I was like, yo, let me do something that I love to do while I got some free time, right? So we're in the 6th degree. So go do some Virgo stuff, guys. Go get in your Virgo energy. Go get into that. Today's a 28th degree. It's a critical degree. Tomorrow's another critical degree, 29 degrees. Also, we're coming into a Martian influence. Mars conjunct North Node. Mars opposed Moon. Scorpio Moon coming into play. Just if it's not your business, if you don't really invest in it, it don't pay you to be in this energy. Don't jump into it, because this is we're in a space where it's like frustrations can build easy. And this is also a youthful energy. Like, since yesterday, all the kids have come out in the complex. So this is also an energy for the youth right now. So adolescents, to be easy. You know, they're getting out of prom, they're driving, they're like going to parties. Be easy. Mars. Because as directional as Mars is, like, but it's also clumsy. So anyone who has a Aries baby can know how clumsy they are, hitting their head all their time, walking into walls, moving too fast. And that was just even with this North Node being in Aries, moving too fast, jumping the gun on things. We see that in many ways with this Aries energy, where we've seen all types of jumping the gun. And that could be Aries' issue, that's why Saturn is fallen Aries. They jump the gun. They don't really like pace themselves and build time. They want to go. So it's a little clumsy. It's clumsy and fatal. Because Mars destroys, ends, renew. Like, mutables are clumsy, but mutables are clumsy where they might have to do things a few more times. Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. They might be like, yo, girl, I've done things 10 times, 40 times, 50 times. But Aries is clumsy in the way where they could take themselves out. So that's the transits. Transit check. Right now, the energy is centering on the moon for the Cardinals. As we move into Monday, we'll move into the fixed. So fixed signs start at the beginning of the week. It's important to you. The moon centers you. Remember, and also moon in Scorpio just always brings, like, where be easy. Be easy. Because now it's relationships and Mars, Pluto. So be easy around that time within that energy. It's just really big for Scorpio to have, like, domestic. So I even got to tell myself to be easy. I already know, like, on Monday, the kids have a half a day. So I need to be easy. Word. So I love you guys. You guys are great. You guys are amazing. Just want to let you guys know that I put up a Mother's Day sale, and it's for everybody. You know, it's just marketing. Mother's Day, you know, I'm like, I got to make this a business, right? So got to use the holidays to run it up. So Mother's Day, but it's for everybody. So Mother's Day, it ends this weekend. It ends the 20th. And it's on all sessions, 40% off. You can book into a later date. It doesn't have to be within May. It could go into June. It could go into July. It's just within 6 months tops. But yeah, it's for everybody. Gift it to yourself, to your mom, to anybody. All sessions. So I'll see you guys later. You guys were great. Mwah. Bye, everybody.